Good morning and welcome back to episode 2 of Rolling with Dolan, where I will be doling out just a small amount of information on for today, the Lutron Caseta and RawToSelect. In my first video, I touched on just the basics of the Caseta system and the tabletop lamp plug-in device. So I won't go over that again today. And then I'm going to kind of touch on the basics of the RawToSelect system, which is, I'll get into it a little bit more in a little bit, but it's very, very important when you're starting off your project to know the details so you know which of these two to go with. Lutron is continually improving, upgrading, and improving their products, and these two systems are no different. So there have been some changes since I got the two demo kits, and I don't have some of the devices. For instance, with Caseta, you now have the option to incorporate motion sensors. And you can use either occupancy and vacancy or just a vacancy option for that. Typically you'd use that in a bathroom where people always forget to turn the lights off when they leave. You may have another room that does the same thing. Some of the other differences: one, you used to be able to control 50 devices with the Caseta, and by devices that means anything. The Pico remotes, the tabletop plug-in, and anything that you're using is considered a device. So 50 devices is a lot, but they have now upgraded that to 75. So with Caseta, you can utilize 75 devices. Its range is 25,000 square feet. And very important here, if you plan on sometime in the future going either over the 75 devices or expanding on your home so the square footage changes, you do not want to start with the Caseta. You would want to start off with the RawToSelect. Reason being, if you start off with this and then you decide to change, you can't. You're going to have to basically start over with the RawToSelect. Now you might ask why, if the devices look the same and everything else. That's a technical dive into the weeds that I'm not going to get into, but just keep that in mind, that it's very important. One thing that you want to know is the in-wall switch for Caseta does not require a neutral, and that's huge. That's perfect for retrofit or new construction, that type of thing. There are certain situations with Caseta where you do need a neutral wire. I'm not going to get into all that right now. At the bottom of the video, there will be a link for a brochure for both of these products, and you can get into them at that time. So moving on, because this is, I like I said in the first video, I'm trying to keep these short, 4, 5, 6 minutes each, and I'm already getting to that point. So 2,500 square feet, 75 devices. In the last one, I went into how you program the Picos and pair them with the fixture that you're utilizing. The Lutron RawToSelect is, in essence, it basically doubles what the Caseta can do. So instead of 2,500 square feet for this, you've got 5,000 square feet for the RawToSelect. You have more options for, say, wall plate colors and finishes, and some of the descriptions, which you can get with Caseta as well as the RawToSelect, where the remotes are labeled. This one is for the RawToSelect. I don't know how well you can see it on here. Hopefully you can. But where they are categorized for a specific scene or a room. In this one, it would probably be, I don't know, a dining room or a den, because it's got entertain as one of the options. So if you have a certain light setting that you want to do on movie night for your family, you can do that. They also have they look different. They don't look like this for the RawToSelect. For the tabletop, they have a different option here, but it does the same thing. So again, some of the other main differences, and I'm getting really over time here, but with the RawToSelect, you have more options for shading, colors, for the wall plates and that type of thing, design. You have more options for the shading, which, if you get into that, is really important. If you want to invest and install the shading systems, you absolutely want to start with this. You can do it with Caseta, but you're very limited, as well as like the ceiling fans. For this, you've got Hunter fans, which are great fans, but that's all you can use for this. So again, they're very similar, but you just get a lot more options with the RawToSelect. And again, if you have any questions, please put a question below. I'll try to answer it as soon as possible. And I hope you were able to get something out of this. It's you absolutely cannot go wrong with the Lutron wireless systems. You just can't. They will do just about anything that you can ask of them to do. They cut down man hours. They're easy to install and operate. So, like I said, you can't go wrong. If you have any questions, please leave them below. And again, thank you very much for tuning in to Rollin' with Dolan. And hopefully I was able to be of some assistance. And I look forward to talking to you again soon, where I will be going into the commercial world of Lutron, which is a system called Vive. And I will probably break that down into a couple of few different videos, just because there's a lot more to it, because it is commercial. So again, thank you for joining. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.